Just some clean tones with a bit of whatever effect they have on this little Black Star Fly 3. I think it's just a little bit of a delayer effect. Sorry, delay or reverb. But anyway, this is another Sawtooth guitar. I was so impressed with that ST4 Super Strat, maybe 4 videos back. This came up really cheap, and I decided to grab one of these. It's one of their ET series, of course, Tele shaped guitar. There's the headstock. Actually, let me give you a closer look on that. Not too Fender-ish. Faint suggestions, but different shape. And surf green with the black pickguard, which I imagine is quite a popular color choice. People tend to like these surf color guitars, either the blue or the green. I particularly like them with the black pickguard. So that's a nice touch. I've bought Teles before and switched the pickguard from white to black because I just prefer them. Don't have to do it on this one. I think these go for about $180 or something like that. You can get them in a pack with the Sawtooth amp, which is, you know, just a little 10-watt practice amp. Not too bad. Quality, I would say this is pretty much on a par with some of the Indios that I've set up. I don't mean the deluxe Ash one that I had a few videos back, but some of the more plain Indio Tele guitars, or the SX Tele shaped guitars, probably the cheaper Harley Bentons, TE20 maybe. Very, very thin neck, nice and slick with the satin finish. Fretboard's a bit dry. I might have to oil that up a bit. I would say the biggest criticism I have of this, and again, I didn't have to do much setup out of the box. The fret ends are just fine. Action's just fine. Pretty low output pickups on this. I was testing out a few guitars at the same time and on the same amp settings. The IYV Trans Black PRS guitar, this one, a Javier guitar I'm going to do on the next video, and a couple of other electrics that I've got in and set up recently. And this one has by far the weakest pickups on it. So I'm not sure what they are. It's the standard Tele setup, lipstick there in the neck, and a regular single coil angled in the bridge with that sort of it's not really an ashtray, it's a plate with the 6 saddles, so you do have better intonation adjustment on this than say some of the old-fashioned 2 on a saddle designs. So it's nice that it has the full 6 saddles. You can dial that in a lot better. Very, very much standard shape, design. No fancy neck design here. It's very squared off with the traditional 4-bolt plate. Everything fits pretty well. It's a pretty clean finish on this. And again, 10-20 years ago for $180 you wouldn't get anything anywhere close to this quality. So again, it's just another option. I'm finding that Sawtooth guitars are really providing an option in the entry-level electric. I don't like their acoustics as much, but electric, they have some good offerings. And this one I think is right up there with the all the other entry-level Tele T-style guitars that I've talked about earlier in this video. I think that the setup is better than a lot of them that I've got, particularly Glary's Licks Pros and even Donner's sometimes need a lot of work. This one's fairly clean, as was the other Sawtooth that I've got recently. So they've really upped their game, because my first rendezvous with Sawtooth was with their cheap acoustics, and I got some that were pretty bad and hard to set up. But so far these electrics are quite decent. Very standard tuners, nothing special there. You can upgrade those, you can upgrade the string trees, and I think a lot of people would probably switch out these pickups. You know, and if you want a more rugged, robust, higher quality bridge, and knobs you can do that too. But I find that these are, I think they're fairly decent actually. I see no need to really switch those out. But I could see somebody maybe putting in some higher output pickups on that. But yeah, you got all the options that Teles have. That spanky trebly sound, and then so you can do all that stuff on it. With the bridge pickup is quite bright, but it's just kind of low output. That's the only criticism that I have. But most people buy these to mod them anyway, or you buy them to start a kit out on them, and they don't need high output pickups anyway. So yeah, another nice guitar, a Tele style surf green from Sawtooth. Another good $200 or thereabouts option, and I think they do this with a pack with an amp too, and pretty good deal. All right, folks, see you on the next one.